Guys, Friday predictions here. I'm going to go over every single fight on UFC Fight Night. Yusuf Zalal versus Aljamain Sterling. I'll give you my most confident plays at the end of it. I also have a video about my most confident plays on my last video I made it yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever I did it. Check that out. I went 5-0 last week, or 4-0 and 1 last week. I'm trying to go 5-0 this week. Hopefully, you guys enjoy that. Let's start with the early prelims, though. Talita Alencar versus Julia Polastri. If you're watching this fight, you're either really horny or you're a degen and just love fighting like I do, okay? So Julia Polastri, because these girls are not hot. Not hot. Talita Alencar, she basically has good grappling. If you're looking at this metric I have, this is the metric I use to judge my fights if I want to pick somebody who I think is better. And like this is like the basic picks of what I believe is the attributes of what is necessary to win fights, right? So Julia Polastri has better striking and pressure, which is huge because if Talita Alencar wants to wrestle, that's a problem because she's going to be going backwards the whole fight. And going backwards in wrestling does not mix, okay? So, but I also think Polastri has better wrestling. But Talita Alencar, she gets this fight on the ground. She has better grappling. I think Polastri is better everywhere. I think she's going to win 30-27. I'm not going to go over most of this fight because, like, who cares? 30-27 or 29-28 Polastri. I think the pressure, I think the damage that she'll cause on the feet. She has power enough to win points on the judges' scorecards, not really to knock somebody out. I'll take Polastri via decision, 30-27 or 29-28. There we go. Next, we have Max Griffin versus Victor Valenzuela. This is the first time Max Griffin really has had a advantage in the height against somebody in this division. I mean, Max Griffin's always on the smaller side, right? When he fought like Michael Morales, when he fights other fighters, he's always on the smaller side. And Victor Valenzuela, I think he's just better and he's in his prime than Max Griffin at 40 years old. I know it's crazy, but Max Griffin is just he's always been average as a UFC vet. I can't wait for someone to call him like a legend, and so I can lose my mind like they called Gage Young called Thiago Moises a legend the other day, last week. Crazy. But Max Griffin has better wrestling and grappling. I'm not sure if he can take down Victor Valenzuela. Again, the pressure and the striking. When you have pressure striking, it's hard to shoot on somebody like that. You've seen when Michael Morales goes forward, right? It's hard for somebody to shoot on him. When you see Conor McGregor goes forward, it's hard to take down Conor McGregor. Like, it's hard to take down these guys when they're striking and going forward because you're just backing up. Okay, now I'm going to spring forward and shoot. That's really, really hard. I like Victor Valenzuela's endurance also. He's a freak in that department. I like him to win this fight. I think he's going to win 30-27 or 29-28. I think he's going to go decision as well. Next, Francis Marshall versus Lucas Brennan. Francis Marshall is going to kill Lucas Brennan. It's not going to be close. Francis Marshall is just a much better fighter. Lucas Brennan is a jiu-jitsu guy. Bellator tried to bring him up. He won like five or six straight matches, but he's bad. Like, if you watch his Bellator matches, he's really, really bad. UFC obviously just throwing him a bone here for some reason. I'll take Francis Marshall. He's a better striker, better pressure, better wrestler. I guess the grappling goes to Lucas Brennan because he has good grappling, but the endurance and durability of Francis Marshall is much better than Lucas Brennan. I'll take Francis Marshall all day over to this guy. Lucas Brennan's just not a good fighter, right? He's just soy. He's just bad. He's just weak. You can't take somebody like that. Next. Oh, back. Francis Marshall probably wins via KO. I can see maybe second round. Next is Filho versus Cody Durden. So Cody Durden is stepping up on short notice here, right? Cody Durden is like the journeyman of that flyweight division. So I think that Cody Durden is going to lose this fight. I mean, I think Filho must be a massive favorite, right? Especially if Cody Durden is taking this on short notice. Filho has good striking, good power in his striking. But Cody Durden is a first-round fighter, right? His pressure and wrestling in the first round is insane, but he gets very tired very quickly. Filho has very good grappling, very good endurance, and very good durability. You have to take Filho to win this fight. He's probably going to submit Cody Durden pretty easily. I think Filho's grappling is really good. Do you remember him versus Mokaev when he almost got that knee bar on Mokaev? He is a good fighter. Like, he knows what he's doing. He submitted somebody else pretty decent. I was like, damn. Oh, Odie Osborne, I believe. And I was like, damn, that's actually a good win because Odie Osborne gave some problems to Steve Ersteg, who challenged for the title, right? And yeah, Odie Osborne submitted in first round. Yeah, I believe that this fight's going to end in the first round or second round via grappling from Filho. Probably rear naked choke. That's where Cody Durden gets finished a lot. I'll take Filho to win this fight. via submission, second round. Next is Mayra Bueno Silva versus Michelle Montague. Mayra Bueno Silva coming off she's pregnant, right? Gloria DePaula, her wife, is pregnant with her baby somehow, however they did it. She's pregnant, okay? So she hasn't been really focused on fighting, right? Mayra Bueno Silva, she's the better striker, okay? That's for sure. Better striker, better pressure. We get that. But Michelle Montague's better everywhere else. Okay, she's better everywhere else. And the pressure that that Bueno Silva really has is not that much pressure compared to a girl like Michelle that's gonna trouble Michelle Montague, who is really not known for anything on the feet, right? But her grappling is insane. Her top pressure is insane. You see her go from full guard to half guard to mount like quickly. She's that good at grappling. I like her grappling over Bueno Silva. Bueno Silva also lays on her back a lot. I'll take Michelle Montague to win this fight. Probably via submission, third round or second round. I can see that. I can see I'm gonna say submission. She has 6 submission wins, 7-0. She's a finisher. I'll take her to win via submission. I like this play a lot, Michelle Montague. Next is Jackson McVey versus Cedric Dumas, right? I'm crazy. I'm taking Dumas. Crazy. Jackson McVey is a very, very fast starter, right? She's a very fast starter. Cedric Dumas is a slow starter, but Cedric Dumas is durable. I'm telling you right now, he is durable, right? If you want to look at his fights and you're saying, you're crazy, you don't know he's durable. How are you going to say he's durable? He sucks. Whatever you're going to tell me, right? Look at this. Dante Johnson throws bombs. Survived that. Got a little bit tired in the second round. Got a guillotine choked, right? Versus Mikhail Olakjaychik. He lost in the first round. Mikhail Olakjaychik is a very fast starter, and he slipped in that fight. And I think he got eye poked in that fight, which caused him to go down. Oh, it was actually Nursultan Rozaboev that had an eye poke that had caused him to go down. Mikhail Olakjaychik, he got hurt, and I think he slipped, though. Whatever it was. Anyways, he's a very durable guy. That's not these top guys in the division. Jackson McVey is not good. I'll take Cedric Dumas to win this fight. I think he's just much better. I think he's a much better fighter than Jackson McVey. The wrestling will concern me, though, because Jackson McVey has decent submission skills, even though he got subbed by Zach Reese his last fight. But again, I like Cedric Dumas to win this fight as an underdog. I think he's just better than Jackson McVey, who's going to blow his wad in the first round. This fight is for who's going to stay in the UFC most likely, because both guys are on losing skids. I'll take Cedric Dumas to win this fight. Next, Adolfo Vieira versus Eric McConico. Eric McConico just fought Beisinger, Susurkayev, and he didn't look good. Susurkayev didn't look good. It depends on how you think Susurkayev is. You think Susurkayev is a good fighter, and a lot of people don't think he's a good fighter. Okay, so Eric McConico got finished by a guy who no one thinks is a good fighter, and Adolfo Vieira just fought Bo Nickel. Adolfo Vieira is striking out a lot better since he came into the UFC, right? His pressure's always been insane, right? You saw him pressure versus Fluffy Hernandez. You've seen that pressure against Chris Curtis, even though he lost that fight. But you see that pressure a lot. So his striking and pressure is going to push McConico back. McConico does train with Jared Cannonier, okay? So that's a very good training partner. But Adolfo Vieira's wrestling is better. His grappling is better. I think his durability is better, even though he got knocked out his last fight. I think Eric McConico, he has 4 knockout losses in his career, and it's not in the UFC. That's alarming. So I'm going to take Adolfo Vieira to win this fight. I think he's going to submit Eric McConico pretty easily, right? I could see him maybe get top pressure and ground and pound into a submission, probably third round, maybe even decision, 30-27, 29-28 over Eric McConico. I don't think Eric McConico is good enough to be in the UFC. I think Adolfo Vieira is a good top 25 fighter in middleweight. So I'll take Adolfo Vieira to win this fight versus Eric McConico. Next is Marcus Buchecha versus Ryan Spann. This is a good fight because the style's clashing, right? Ryan Spann looks really, really bad, okay? Look how fat Ryan Spann looks. He looks really, really bad. So it'll be, golly. I look like fucking shit right now. Okay, Ryan Spann looks really bad. Marcus Buchecha is a grappling ace, right? And I've been saying it. I'm like, all right, this guy, if he gets on top of you, the fight's going to be finished. It didn't work versus Martin Buday. It didn't work versus Katie and Zechiku, right? Katie and Zechiku fight was a draw. He lost to Martin Buday. But he is very good at first-round fighting. And Ryan Spann's a first-round fighter, but that was at light heavyweight. And now he's really fat and out of shape. I don't know what this guy's good at. I'll take Marcus Buchecha, who I know is going to win the first round. I know he has a hard head. I know he's just much better than Ryan Spann in the first round. And Ryan Spann gets tired. We see him gets tired versus Anthony Smith. We've seen him get tired against multiple fighters. Nikita Krylov, we've seen him get tired, right? And Marcus Buchecha, we know he gets tired, but the danger of Ryan Spann is gone after the first round. And Marcus Buchecha, he has better pressure, better wrestling, better grappling, better durability than Ryan Spann, right? Ryan Spann is not really a durable guy. We see him lose to Waldo Cortez Acosta. And you can say Cortez Acosta is a good fighter, right? Top 5 heavyweight, whatever it is. But Ryan Spann at one point was supposed to be this top 15 guy, top 10 guy at light heavyweight, knocking out Dominic Reyes with a jab. And then now he moves to heavyweight, balloons up, right? Not a good weight he's putting on, right? He's not trying to bulk up and be the strongest. He's trying to bulk up and just like, how dirty can it be? And Marcus Buchecha, I think, is just much better than Ryan Spann, right? Ryan Spann got submitted by Nikita Krylov, who's a Kempo karate guy, So that's crazy. I'll take Marcus Buchecha to beat Ryan Spann here. I think he's just much better, especially on the ground. I'll take him to win first round submission. Next, Montel Jackson versus Raoni Barcelos. Montel Jackson, he's going to smoke Raoni Barcelos. He's just going to smoke him. I mean, this is like, you think about this. He's very long for the division, right? I'm going to look up right now how long this dude is for the division. He's 5'10". Raoni Barcelos is 5'7". Raoni Barcelos, though, is a turtle, right? He's all compact like this. High guard, walking you down. Montel Jackson versus Damon Blackshear. What did he do? Do the jab, 1-2, boom. Damon Blackshear gets KO'd first 15 seconds. Montel Jackson has very nice 1-2s. If you're going to do a high guard against this guy, you're going to get smoked, right? His hands are fucking massive, like Brock Lesnar hands, and he's going to throw jab, boom, jab, jab, 2. Okay, the 2's not going to work. You're going to dip under it because you're a high guard. You're going to go here. Instead of closing your hands, you're going to dip under it. Okay, eat this uppercut. And that's what Montel Jackson's going to do. His striking and his striking is much better than Raoni Barcelos. His durability is better than Raoni Barcelos. We saw Raoni Barcelos get knocked out by Umar Nurmagomedov, man. And Umar never knocks anybody out, right? No power in his hands. So I like Montel Jackson to win this fight. I think he's just much better. I think he is definitely much younger, right? He's 33 years old compared to 38 for Raoni Barcelos. So Montel Jackson right now is like now or never for him, right? Just lost to Davis and Figueiredo. Okay. Now you need to prove why you're a top 15 guy in the division. Raoni Barcelos beat Peyton Talbot. He's on a run, right? Beat Cody Garbrandt. Whoever he beat Ricky Simone. And he's on a big, big win streak right now. Christian Quinones as well. But I'll take Montel Jackson to win this fight. I don't think Raoni Barcelos can take him down. I just don't think so, right? We've seen him against other grappling heavy guys like Ronnie Yaya, and Montel Jackson smokes him, right? We've seen it. We've seen it. Montel Jackson is a much better fighter. I think he's going to KO him. I think maybe second round KO or first round KO. I think he's just much better, much more explosive. And Raoni Barcelos is just, he's not going to be in the range that Raoni Barcelos wants him to be in for him to lose this fight, right? Next, Davy Grant versus Luna Martinetti. Davy Grant, I think, is just better, but he's 40 years old, so I'm really wishy-washy on this, but I think he's just a better fighter. He's a better fighter. Adrian Martinetti's just not good. He's just not, he's hard, he has heart, he has dog, but like actual skills, like his skills aren't UFC level. They're not like top guy where Davy Grant was fighting guys in the top, right? Fighting Charles Jourdains, fighting Luis Smolkas right back in the day, like fighting these guys that like Daniel Marcos, or he should have had a 1 over Rafael Sunsao. He's not on that elite level where Martinetti's not on that elite level where Davy Grant has been fighting for his entire career, right? In the top 20 of the division. And I think that Davy Grant's a better striker. I think his calf kicks are nasty. I think Martinetti just goes forward and those calf kicks are going to kill him. I think Martinetti's pressure is good, but his wrestling's bad. His grappling's bad. I mean, he had Volgden hurt in the Dana White Contender Series. Couldn't put 2 hooks in to take his back and secure the back. He couldn't even do that. I don't know how he's going to win this fight, right? But maybe he's just going to outdog Davy Grant. Maybe that's the only way. But I think Davy Grant's just much better. Davy Grant's never been knocked out, right? Never been knocked out. He's been submitted multiple times, but you don't have to really worry about Martinetti submitting anybody, right? Martinetti has 17 wins, right? 6 submissions, but we saw it versus Volgden. Volgden is a small guy. You can't put hooks on a small guy like that. Again, Davy Grant's just a better fighter. I'll take Davy Grant to win this fight. He's been there. He's seasoned, even though he's 40. He's seasoned. Going against a 30-year-old, that is also a problem, but I think he's just better. So I'll take Davy Grant to win this fight. I'm pretty confident in that as well. Alex Hernandez versus Rafa Garcia. Alex Hernandez is better everywhere, right? It's better everywhere. Besides wrestling, he's better everywhere. How can you not take Alex Hernandez to win this fight? The problem is if you're going to put actual dollars on this, Alex Hernandez has a problem because he got pulled his last fight for maybe gambling, right? Maybe gambling. Okay. And he got pulled. He said nothing happened. It was fugazi, whatever it was. But the numbers don't lie. People were betting on your fight, bro. Right. And people were betting on your fight. Like no Las Vegas sports book, no online sports book's going to change the odds that drastically because of a hunch. They're doing it because, hey, money's pouring in on this. What the fuck's going on? We're gonna call the UFC and say, hey, bro, there's been a lot of money on Alex Hernandez today. I don't know what's going on. And it's weird bets, it's first round bets, it's prop betting, right? Second round bets by submission via whatever against Alex Hernandez. And that's a problem, right? And that's a problem. But I think Alex Hernandez, as a mixed martial artist, with all that bullshit aside, is a better fighter than Rafa Garcia. Rafa Garcia sucks. He's terrible. He's terrible. Right? He's slow. He's plotty. What is he good at? Alex Hernandez, balls on his feet. Freaking that jab works well. Right? Good striking. I think he's better BJJ than Rafa Garcia, who just sits in half guard the whole fight. I think his endurance is better than Rafa Garcia. You've seen Rafa Garcia get tired recently. I don't think Rafa Garcia is a good fighter at all. Right? Even though he's younger, he's only 31. I just don't think he's that good. I think he's not talented. I think Alex Hernandez is much better talent for fighting compared to Rafa Garcia. I'll take Alex Hernandez to win this fight. But again, I'll be very cautious about it. But I think he's going to win this fight. I'm pretty confident in it. But I'll be cautious about it because of the shadiness of his last fight or canceled fight. Next, Norma Dumont versus Jocelyn Edwards. Give me Jocelyn Edwards to smash Norma Dumont. I'll take Jocelyn Edwards over Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont's the most overrated fighter in MMA. Yeah, her ass is fat. Yes, I understand. But is she good? Not really. Her arms are small, right? Her reach is very, very bad. Right, 67 inch reach compared to 70 for Jocelyn Edwards. Edwards has a long legs as well, very long legs. Norma Dumont is like this long torso, stocky build. I don't know what she's gonna do compared to Jocelyn Edwards. I think Jocelyn Edwards is gonna beat her in striking. I think her striking's cleaner. I think her wrestling's better. If she gets on top of Norma Dumont really doesn't have a way to get up. We saw it versus Ketlin Vieira. She couldn't really get up versus Ketlin Vieira. And I think Jocelyn Edwards, if she blends the striking better than Ketlin Vieira did and puts and wrestles her, I think she's just better. But then the endurance of Norma Dumont's always been her best thing, right? She always outlasts fighters. She had good endurance versus Ketlin Vieira, who Ketlin Vieira was getting tired. But again, I like Jocelyn Edwards to win this fight. Her durability is better. I mean, I saw Norma Dumont get knocked out by Megan Anderson. Okay, and Megan Anderson is awful, awful. So I'll take Jocelyn Edwards to win this fight. I'm guessing she's an underdog. She should, because everybody bets Norma Dumont always. So I'll take Jocelyn Edwards to win this fight. I think she's just better. That's the co-main event. Let's go to the main event right now. Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal. I like Aljamain Sterling a lot in this fight. I think he's just better, right? Yusuf Zalal, his last time he went against a grappler was Dumont Blackshear. If you want to look at he went against Josh Emmett. He went against like Jerno Aarons or whatever his name is. I'll look it up right now. Emmett, Cater, Jack Shore, Aaron, Billy Quarantillo. That's who he is in his recent UFC run, because he was out of the UFC for 3 fights before that because he was on a massive losing streak, right? Lost to Sean Woodson, lost to Sung Woo Choi, lost to Ilya Topuria, had a draw with Dumont Blackshear, right? Where Dumont Blackshear is the last grappler he's fought, right? So he hasn't fought an actual grappler in a long time. And Yusuf Zalal, what's the bad thing about Yusuf Zalal? He's a good striker. He goes backwards a lot, right? And if you're not going to challenge Aljamain Sterling and who's going to win this battle, this foot battle, the pressure battle, and you're not going to have Aljamain Sterling go on the back foot, that's a problem. Aljamain Sterling is a master back taker, right? He takes the back. He has good wrestling, great wrestling. You see him take down Movsar Evloev. Movsar Evloev is an outstanding wrestler, and he takes down Movsar Evloev, right? You've seen him take out Peter Yan, Peter Yan has very good takedown defense. You've seen him take down Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen has very good takedown defense. You've seen him take down a lot of these fighters where you're like, okay, maybe he's like, this is not the time for Aljo, but he still does it. Like, oh, they have the anti-grappling, anti-wrestling to get Aljo, to stop Aljo's takedowns. It doesn't happen. UFC is a law. Last time he fought someone who has takedowns with Dumont Blackshear. 10-9, 10-9 first 2 rounds versus Dumont Blackshear, ends up getting a 10-8 the other way for Yusuf Zalal in the third round, ends up getting a draw, then gets his release. Aljamain Sterling, better wrestler, better grappler, better pressure. But again, I think he's going to win the first 3 rounds easily, right? Aljamain Sterling just dominate the first 3 rounds the way he usually does, right? He dominates, gets a little bit tired, and then see if he can get the takedown in the 4th round, in the 5th round, in the 3rd round, whatever it is. We'll see in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round if he can get the takedown. But I think Aljamain Sterling is better, right? I think 30-27 first 3 rounds. That's what I believe. Then 4th round, Zalal starts trying to be dangerous, but he's not really a dangerous fighter. Doesn't have no power. Then Aljamain Sterling takes over again. He takes over again in the 5th round, 4-1, 49-46 final. Or I could see Aljo just like, does this guy ever get submitted? Zalal's never been submitted, so I don't think he's going to submit him. I think this fight's going to go long. I'll take Aljamain Sterling to win 49-46 or 48-47, but most likely 49-46. I'm pretty confident in that as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a good one.